Today is the day you will lose fat. Come see Dr. T at NJ Diet.
Easiest diet I've ever done. It's changed my life. Come see Dr. T.
Using blood work and DNA testing. 1-855-5NJ-DIET and NJDiet.com. Change your life in only 40 days with NJ Diet.
Sitting to my left and Bernie's right is the funniest comedian, has been for a very, very long. No disrespect to the rest of the guys. We love them all. And we have them all in here. But the guy to our left happens to be our favorite. He'll be at Caroline's coming up on Thursday night. And that is the brilliant Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
Hamburger. Yeah.
So, but here's what's great about you, Gilbert, is you've been on my shows and on with me and Bernie about 1,000 times over the last 10 years. Even in Miami, you would do Gulfstream Park. You would stop by my studios. About 1,000 times over the last 10 years. Let me take you back to 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm walking down 7th Avenue.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm. I'm walking down 7th Avenue after a nice lunch. And who comes walking right towards me but Gilbert and his lovely wife, Dara, who I have. She's a great, great girl. And what's great about you is it doesn't matter, Gilbert, how many times you're in here. Every time I see you, it's like the first time we met.
Yes.
No.
I can never, I don't know why, mental problems. I could have been living with you for the next 50 years. And if we go outside the apartment and I see you, it's like, hi. Yeah.
So it's like that. I shouldn't take it personal. Like, Howard Stern would be the same thing.
This is, I did an episode of that show, Crashing. And some
with
guy,
all your line. Right.
Yeah. And some guy comes up to me and he says, hey, you're great. You're doing great on this show. I really am glad you do. And I go, oh, yeah, thanks. And I'm looking the other way like this is some schmuck saying, oh, you did another.
Was it Judd Apatow?
Yes. He looks at me and he kind of points to himself and he goes, Judd Apatow? And I go, oh, yes, of course.
I believe that.
Yes.
1,000% believe that.
Yeah.
You seem a little preoccupied.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like George Clooney could come up to me.
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter.
Your wife could come up to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, so we've been talking about the NCAA tournament, the big college basketball tournament. Are you into this?
Sure. Sports.
You seem like the guy that's...
Yeah.
What college did you go to, Gilbert?
I didn't go to college.
Really?
Yeah, you're talking to a complete idiot.
Well, I know that, but I mean, I'm talking about you, not Sid.
He didn't need college. He was too smart for college.
That's it.
You missed out on all that Heine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So did you get a lot of Heine in college?
Oh, man, it was just it was falling out of my, like Eddie Murphy said, it was falling out of my pocket.
Oh, jeez.
Left and right.
Yeah.
No, I got nothing.
That would have been me in college.
I got squat. I got rejection.
So in the street, you wouldn't recognize somebody, and this goes back to something horrific I've been through just recently at this comedy club. You'll be on Thursday, so I'm not going. I love you, don't get me wrong, but I can't go back. Greg Charles knows about this. It's a long story, but Kevin Nealon was here a couple of weeks ago. And he was on with me and Bernie, like you're on with me and Bernie.
Yeah.
And he's been on a couple of times just like you.
Yeah.
And he loves it. He tells Greg Charles, these guys are great. Next to Stern, He's having a laugh. And he invites us on his stupid hiking show on the YouTube channel. Loves us.
Yeah.
So I go with my wife to see his show at Caroline's. And I'm sitting right in front of him. Center seat. Right by the mic.
Yes.
Just begging Gilbert for him to acknowledge me at some point during the show. Do you know that son of a bitch never mentioned me once? Now, would you do that?
See, that would be me. I would be on stage going, why is this schmuck staring at me?
But see, your excuse is different. You would be oblivious to who the hell he is.
Yes.
But Kevin Nealon knows damn well who he is and was.
I would be looking at him going, oh, God, what's wrong with that guy?
Leave me alone already.
Yeah.
So you don't do that. You don't work with them, but you do work with the crowd at some point, right?
Well, I late in my career, I finally realized, you're supposed to acknowledge someone in the crowd.
Right.
Yeah.
So you probably say, like call some lady the C word, because you're really a very filthy guy.
Yes, yeah.
I remember we brought him up for the one of the first events I did here, Bernie, when I moved back to work with you. We did this huge event at the New York Yankees Steakhouse. Leslie Slender put on a great event. We had Chance Palmer, Terry stop by, former football players, and Gilbert was kind of to come by with his wife, Dara. And they go, listen, it's a different type of crowd. I know what you say on stage here. Whatever you do, don't curse like that here on stage, right? He gets up there, and maybe he was up there for 2 minutes. He must have said the C word 50 times. Right away, goes, I tell you the joke about the lady that C word. Oh,
yeah.
no. Oh.
Yeah, to me, I say it so often that I don't even realize.
But that's an old story.
Bad.
When people tell you not to do stuff,
yes,
that means you're going to go ahead.
You got to do it.
Yes.
Like David Hasselhoff once or something. Don't talk about.
Yes.
That?
They said don't do jokes about. Because,
Pamela Anderson?
Pamela Anderson just agreed at the last second to do it. So they said, go easy on Pamela and don't do jokes. And all I started doing then was jokes about how stretched out her vagina was. And how it was like one of those inflatable men at the used car lot. That's
you need to be a spelunker to get in that thing.
Yes.
No, well, that's your thing. You're politically incorrect, obviously, and
Yes.
that's why people love you.
Yeah.
And some people hate you. You got any good Ethiopian jet crash jokes?
Well, you know what's funny about what you just said? He was here one day before a train disaster. Remember the train disaster?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
People died.
And we had to cancel.
We had to cancel. He goes,
we were forced to cancel.
right. And on the way out, he goes, what a shame. I got great train disaster jokes.
And then we really regretted it.
Right. We're like, what a big mistake. There is nothing that you won't talk. There's nothing. The Holocaust. I mean, nothing.
Yeah,
right?
anything.
You don't draw the line anywhere.
No.
Nothing. No. Michael Jackson, pedophilia.
Oh, gee. That's... And now people are acting shocked.
Right.
I love that. That's the thing.
Right.
People, he was doing something with those little boys.
Right, that he was
that
sleeping
he
with.
slept
Yeah.
with, yeah.
It was about the milk and
You're
the
not
cookies.
shocked because you slept there.
Yeah, yes. When I was 2, I was dating.
I know all these funnies. Of course, we're talking to Gilbert Gottfried. He's going to be at Caroline's Thursday night at 7:30. I did read that you're a little pissed off you're not in the remake of the movie Aladdin.
No, they make it like I'm more like people tweeting me.
You were in the first movie. You played the voice of Iago, I believe it was, right?
Oh, yeah. People are tweeting me, and they're angry, and I retweet them because, I like seeing my name. Where it's something in support of me rather than an attack.
Right.
And now they spread this whole thing like, Gilbert's enraged.
Sure.
You don't.
It makes for good headlines.
Yeah.
When was the last time something really got you pissed off? Like I can't imagine anything would, but how many times?
When you were looking at me at the last show.
When we told you have to come in and you can't call in.
Yes.
Hey, listen, you just wished Jerry Lewis a happy birthday. Now, he was known as a real prick.
I'm lucky that I can use that great line of, he was always nice to me. Which is, whenever you hear that line,
right,
that means the guy's a prick. But and that's like I didn't really know him well enough for him. But, so I can't say he was always nice to me, but I've heard stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, he's legendary for being. It's on tape. You see what a jerk he was.
Yeah. I remember I met that actress, Kathleen Freeman.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and I said, she was. I said I always see you in the Jerry Lewis movies, and she said, well, he was, nice to her,
right.
And he always liked. He had this set group he put in all those movies, and I said, I heard he's the most hated man in show business. and her face just kind of scrunched up, and she did this painful nod. Like, yeah.
But, Adam Sandler once, he walked up to Rodney Dangerfield when he first met him, I guess over in Dangerfields, and he goes, Mr. Dangerfield, you're my idol. I love you. I think you're the best. Blah, 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 blah. Rodney Dangerfield turned around and he said to Adam Sandler, he says, what do you want me to do, a cartwheel? and he turned around. He grabbed his drink.
He likes that. Well, was that the way you would treat some young budding comic who loved you? Would you be?
Yes. That's a great line.
Did you knew Rodney, I guess, well, right? You did cocaine together and stuff?
All the time.
Yeah, I figured that.
Hey, see, go ahead. Go.
No, I heard one time, I think Billy Crystal saw Orson Welles somewhere, and he said, "Mr. Welles, and he goes, "You'd like to tell me that I'm a genius and I've changed the face of cinema, and why don't you go bleep yourself?" He was like, yeah,
there's a fat a-hole.
Yes.
But you're not like that. I mean, when people will come up to you Thursday at Caroline's and express their love for you, you're a relatively genial guy. You'll say thank you, right? Yeah. No, you won't. No.
And I'll go, hey, what do you want me to do? Do cartwheels? I'm going to start using that line.
Use it. What's he going to do? He's dead. What's he going to do?
Yeah.
Well, by the way, I want to ask you before the haircut. I mean, it looks like you're into the neo-Nazi skinhead look.
Little bit.
Or you're trying to fit in with me and Sid.
Right. Little bit.
No,
you look good, though. Thank God. You're working out again, obviously.
Yes. Go punch me as hard as you can.
You want to cool down with the steroids, kid. So what do you expect from this crowd on Thursday night? What
nothing. Oh, I should tell you, though, out of my million plugs, I'm on this thing now called Cameo, and you could go to cameo.com and get a video shout-out for me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cameo.com.
And everyone seems like they write reviews of me afterwards, and they've all said the same thing. They go, hamburger.
Are you the only person doing this Cameo thing, or is there other people?
No, there's other people. Oh, Brett Favre.
Oh, Brett Favre.
Yeah, he got in
Gilbert,
trouble.
At this rate, you're 15 minutes away from blowing horses at the circus for extra cash.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I mean, you're right there.
Well, it's just like I remember growing up watching Hollywood Squares.
Sure, Paul.
And I would watch that and go, it was very entertaining and I laughed and everything. But I remember always thinking, this is at the bottom rung of show business. And then, sure enough, years later, they called me, and then I was, every time they called me, I said, "Oh, I'm going out to do another Hollywood," and so you find out as time goes on,
right?
Yeah, it's like when you start out, you go, I don't know if I want to co-star with Al Pacino. Well, he's not as big as he wants. And then, they give you a sandwich board and say, stand on the corner.
It was either that or Dancing with the Stars.
Basically,
right?
Yes.
That would have been funny.
Paul Lynde was gay, right?
No, he was? Yeah.
Hey, last one. What do you have in common with Jeff Sessions?
No, I don't know.
You were both fired by Donald Trump.
Oh, that's right.
That's funny.
Yeah, what's funny with Paul Lynde and Charles Nelson Riley.
Yes.
And that was back in that time when you go, oh, he's eccentric.
Right.
Yeah. You didn't think in terms of gay. You thought, oh, he's so eccentric.
You're right about that. Absolutely right.
Sure.
And they were both. When you think about it, they were odd and gay at the same time, because that's what made them so lovable, I guess.
And they used to always cast them with a wife and kids.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's hard
Bye
to believe.
Bye Birdie.
That was really good acting,
yeah.
right? Very good. We got to run. Gilbert, Thursday night, Caroline's on Broadway. Always brilliant. You're great here. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. We love you.
We love you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you are again.
Yeah.
I'll see you Thursday night, or maybe not.
Who's this guy sitting next to me who keeps talking to me through the mic?
Caroline's
I don't know.
Thursday night.
What the hell?
Gilbert Gottfried. We're coming back on Bernie and Sid right after this.